Welcome. My name is Dikachu, and this is Midnight Fan Horror. Today, we are going to be inspecting the story When Cthulhu Calls Me by Mr. 5. Chapter 1, Journal Writings. I was a young 12-year-old boy, bright blue eyes that were as deep as the sea and light brown hair. It grew long when I was young, and I had to tie it back. I remember my father telling me to have it cut, but it was so long and soft, especially since I washed it every day.
This is so
I
strange now
couldn't
that I know
help
what the
but keep
ending
it.
is.
Dude, like, fucking...
Sorry.
That's not even the ending, it keeps going after that.
No.
The fucking asshole kid, Big Roy, with his giant penis, he whipped it out and slapped me in the face while I was at the docks and drowned me. Being dragged upwards a bit, my feet lifted from the stone. I'm skipping to the sexy part. I was taken to somewhere that brought my whole fandom, whole form to shake. It wasn't the water for its coldness brought me to a death-like numbness that paralyzed my whole body. It was the dark hold on my heart that sang to me in a language placed in me before I was even born. Through my genetic forefathers, I remember, and curse its lineage. I could have died if that same curse hadn't made me immune to its mind-squeezing presence. As soon as I felt like screaming from the assault my mind and body had endured, the hands let me go, and I remember falling. It was a slow and gentle phantom. I fall, and when I landed, it was a hard place. It was like the entirety of the place I was laying on was covered in an aura, that a depraved essence that robbed me of my innocence and childlike hope that the church put in my soul. Now it was rewriting me and compelling me to submit. It was so high in its call that I broke down even before its demands were made, and when it was made the change had finished. I was human, yet I was allowed to be more. I was tied to whatever power I was laying on. It was power. It was pure evil. It was corruption. It was all things that the world dreaded. It was in essence the world's ends, but it only wanted me. I'm skipping all the boring shit. There's like 2 paragraphs of boring shit.
Yes.
It talks about a basket. Okay, and then we get to the exciting, oh god. Give me a second, I know. Yeah, that's good. A giant tentacle feeling limb reached out and picked me up from its form, moved me some ways towards it. I was scared beyond the capability to think or comprehend what was happening. Then I was placed in another place on the being's form that felt similar to what I was laying before, but there were uncountable amounts of giant tentacles that touched me all over. On the chest, back, and legs it teased and caressed me, yet still frightening me. I curled up like a scared child hiding from an imaginary terror. My human instincts were numbed down, and a part of me which always accepted the evil that was around me was let free, and I accepted my position. My eyes still closed, I sat up and interacted with the being. I played with the tentacles, touched them, petted them, and I could tell that even through that eyes on me and this being were confused, they were happy. I didn't know what for, but I could tell even though I was in the presence of evil, this evil had a sort of love for me in a way. It was primal and instinctual, but it placed me on an affectionate place that was for me alone. Nothing else in this being's existence had as much importance as me, and it made me feel a sense of completion, and made me wanting. I need a little water. This is getting pretty sexy. A sense of arousal was stirring in my maturing body. The being took it as a need and it satisfied it, stimulating my body with many tentacles that teased and caressed me as one made a deliberate attempt at my cock. It wrapped around it, and then in the first time of my life, my body was pleased sexually. That release was the final straw, and my body gave out completely. I awoke later, and it was morning, and I was in a hospital bed. I was told later by the doctor that I washed up on a shore near the morning and slept most of the day, and I was hung like a motherfucker.
Is that it?
Something about him and Cthulhu fucking masturbating, whatever.
This is so bad.
My special place was a secret of mine. It was a beautiful enclosed area in the a little pond like in a fairy tale book. There I would swim and eat a picnic by myself and enjoy the solitude. Fuck you, picnics by yourself are not sad. I just cry sometimes. There I brought Roy one. There I took off my clothes and laid back on the soft grass. Roy taking cue undressed, but with a nervous expression on his face. I asked what was wrong, and he said the reason he bullied me before was because he secretly liked me in a sexual way and was just acting out for it. Big Roy. Ooh, boy. That's why they call him Big Roy. He's got a big crush on whoever the fuck this kid is. Roy was almost crying when he told me how ashamed he was that he almost killed me and was accepting of his punishment from the deep ones, but he was happy to be given the chance to protect me and to have that moment where he could show me how much he means to him. That moved me to tears. He had just removed his clothes and was next to me, confronting me in those big, strong arms of his.
No.
Roy was always the giant in our town, muscled with a manly brunette hairstyle and mature face.
Why?
His brown eyes had hurt them when he saw me crying. I couldn't help but kiss him, and he deepened it.
No.
I was shivering all over.
Stop.
I was shivering all over as he kissed every part of me, and was moaning when he put my penis in his mouth.
No.
He swallowed all of the semen that came from my boyish
Oh my god.
sized penis. I remember being a little embarrassed seeing his manly cock. Roy told me he was actually smaller than I was before he became a deep one. That made me feel better, and being the curious, I asked if I could see him change before he went any further. I couldn't help but grip my penis and enjoy the sight. I gripped it. I gripped my my penis, and I enjoyed the sight. It was enjoyable. It's really fucking weird. I loved it.
This is very strange.
I need some... Oh, there we go. I just got some of my maturity water. It happened from the back, working its way front ways. It looked painful, but Roy didn't really show pain until the face, as his became fish-like, but with spiky fins going around his head. His hair fell out in chunks during the transformation, but I didn't mind what it led to. I guess my experience with Cthulhu a couple of days ago made me immune to the terror of this kind. In my eyes, Roy just became a beefed-up fish man with sharp, shiny teeth and those same brown eyes, only bigger and wider. I held out my arms and welcomed his scaly body to touch mine.
Stop.
He was careful when he was in contact with me because his body had some horns on him and didn't want to cut me. I was new to it, but Roy seemed knowing enough to show me the wonders of sex. He put me on my stomach and I felt his hard cock enter me. It only hurt when it stretched the opening of my...
Do we have to read this? Can we like stop now?
Roy like super butt fucked me. It's pretty fucking weird. I liked it though. I really couldn't like say no. It would have been weird. He came inside of me. I nearly passed out. He changed back and spooned me for some time, but dinner time was coming. So I kissed him and we bathed in the pool. He dried me off with his clothes. P.S. In case you're reading this right, and I know you are, you had better follow me into the shower right now and sex me up, and you had better change. I like it when you stick that fishman cock inside of me. Now quit reading it and fuck me right now. To be continued. I'm trying to be serious, dude.
I can't.
You can.
I know what's coming. So
You can edit it out. Don't worry.
Okay. No, I'm keeping
When
it.
Cthulhu calls me, I have to laugh a little so people don't think I'm actually getting into it. But dude, this is hurting my throat. Don't worry.
Just so you know, I'm not putting this on YouTube.
It's pretty hot. Just take out those parts.
Definitely.
Then send it to me.
Where'd you go?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm looking into this chapter 2.
Ah.
Pretty sticky. Okay, no. We're not reading chapter 2 when he gets gangbanged by old elder gods.